So let's look at our first example. A student takes a loan for a course that costs $775. The simple rate is 3.5%. So what you don't see is a total, and it says right here simple interest. So you know you're dealing with I equals PRT. I'm sorry, you're not given a time. So we're going to assume that the time factor is 1 year. So we're going to calculate the interest that is collected in 1 year increments. And if we need to go out to 2 years, we'll just add that number or multiply by 2 and so on and so forth. So our interest, the interest we pay, or the new amount that we will pay, will be $775 times the rate, 3.5%, because 1/2 is 0.5, times the time. We're going to put 1 year in because we have to put a time in, and it's not 0 years. And if you forget that 1/2 is 0.5, please go back and watch some of my fraction videos. All right, so 775 times 0.035. I do not want you to get confused with all of the decimal points and multiplications. And that would give us $27.13. And we're rounding these numbers to the nearest hundredth. So if you borrow $775 at this interest rate, you would wind up paying, let's just add it up, at the end of the year, $775 plus $27.13. That's 0.802. So at the end of the year, you would wind up paying $802.13 at the end of the year. So here's your interest collected, and here is the amount of money that you would pay. Okay, so look at example 2. A person takes $5,000 loan and repays $6,125 over 3 years. So what was his interest rate? And since it does not say compounded, we're going to, and you don't see a compounding factor, we're going to assume that this is simple interest. So 5,000 is our principal, our initial amount. We want to know what the rate is. We're given a time in 3 years, and we're given the total that he paid, $61.25. So $61.25. The 5,000 and the 3 are numbers. We'll multiply that and get 15,000 times R. So in order to get rid of what's next to the R, you had to do the opposite of multiplication, which is division. And so now the R is 0.408, and a lot of numbers behind that. Turning a decimal into a percent, you have to multiply by 100, so we get 40.8%. And that is a high interest rate. Oof. Okay, let's look at our third example. So this says compounded, so now we're dealing with compound interest, and the balance equals the principal, 1 plus the rate divided by the compounds, the compound times the time in years. So let's fill it in. 900, 1 plus 6% is 0.06. Semi-annually is 2. Semi-annually, the N is 2 times 2 years. Okay, here we go. So we had 900, 1.03 to the 4th power will give us 1,012.96, and we're rounding these numbers to the nearest hundredth. So there was more decimals behind the 5, but we rounded it up to 6. Okay. All right, those are our 3 examples. You work on the practice problems, and I will meet you at the end of the video. Okay, simple interest. I equals PRT. Now we got 850 times a rate of 0.095 times 2. The interest we pay is 161.50. And it says just find a simple interest. So we're done. If you wanted to find the amount that you would pay, you would have to add this number to 850. Okay, looking at this one, compound interest, credit card, compound interest. So we have B equals principal 1 plus R over N times T. So filling in our numbers, 1,000, 1 plus 0.185 over 6 months at an interest compound. How much will you at an annual? So this is only compounding one time. Oh, compound interest monthly. So this is 12 times. So that's right there, monthly. 12 times the time is 6 months. 0.5. 1,000 times 1 point. This is a lot of numbers. This is actually 416 repeating, but I'm going to round it to 417 just for the sake of this video. And you get 1,096 and 14 cents. So that is it for that one. So our last one, compounded monthly. Okay. So here we go. Plus R over N times T. So 600, 1 plus R, our rate is 0.07, compounded monthly, that's 12 times, 12, 6 months, again by the 0.5, and we get 600, 1 plus 0.0583 3 to the 6th power plus 1 point, I'm sorry, that's 1 point, 1 decimal point. And that gave us 621 and 31 cents after rounding to the nearest hundredth. Here's problem 3 again. Okay, so problem 3. I'll put the numbers in here for you. 600, 7 was the rate, 12 was compounded monthly, 12 times the 6-month time period. You get this line, and then the final amount, the balance would be $621.31. So that sums up interest. So we had 3 or 4 videos dealing with interest, simple interest, compound interest, and now the combined. And this concludes decimals and percentages, the percentages videos. So thank you for watching. Subscribe and hit the notification bell to be up to date with more math that is coming as we advance through these lessons and through math. Thank you.